Keto? That's what Steven Seagal does.
Well, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds.
Okay, we're live on
Well, what's
Facebook
happened combined
and
with
YouTube.
All right.
If I lose less than
This is going out live
my
now.
body structure, if I weigh
Damn.
less
Uh-oh.
than 220 pounds. I
Are we
start-
on?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, wait.
Like
Okay.
anorexic.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see. Hi, everybody. We are doing the whole behind the scenes thing here, trying to get everybody.
Duct tape on the chest hair.
But
Not cool.
I got really big legs, muscular legs. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Man.
So let me see if I can bring this up on the computer. And
Hey, you're live now.
yeah, we are live now.
Okay.
We are live. I see
I have a
on.
woman's waist right on my
Okay, so I can see the
One
Facebook.
Next to yours?
seriously. Not
Um,
even kidding.
Why does it say
Are
that?
we?
Why does it say that?
Pardon.
I think it's,
Well, one of these,
I got-
you have
It's
your.
actually less than that.
It just
I-
says, do you
my-
want
Are we
to
announcing
have
this?
video? Has
Some-
anything
some-
to do with
Oh
it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we are?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Now we
Okay.
can.
Okay.
It just says, do you want to tag?
And I'm watching.
And this one
Okay.
is still up in the air, right? As in a time and a date?
Well, yeah. I'll be doing this because this is like the shout outs
Yeah,
because he was nominated. But yeah, where it's gonna be, nobody needs to know
Maybe
where.
it's just because we're
Right,
part
right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
right,
we'll
okay.
do that and everybody and everything. So and yeah, marketing. So forgive me for anybody watching
Forgive me,
live
Father, if I
now.
have sinned.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my
That was the
goodness.
name of the game for me this week.
Sinning?
Oh,
Sinner!
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm trying to
You
bring.
know I always share.
Here we got. I bet you did.
How come I can only see half? How come I can only see you?
I.
No, actually, now I can only see her.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Let me see. Wait. Let's see if I can do this
She's gonna hit me with
right.
that thing.
Yeah, no, I'll be hitting you with
Oh,
something. This is
you're
yesterday.
live
Good. I can make that
Moving
smaller,
off.
You need to.
and I can make this larger.
Bernadette, you're live already.
Yes, I am. I know.
It's like a meditation.
Here we go.
Oh, that's better.
Please use that too.
Okay.
All
So.
right, guys, we ready?
We're there.
Ready for what?
If you do.
Say hello.
Click for more. There we
Camera looks
go.
close.
Phones off?
Okay, I'm gonna try and
So
see if
much
I can
gas.
get. You won't need it to see that right now.
You gotta turn the mics on?
I
Turn the
want
mics
to
on. Turn
say
your mic on.
before
Mic's
you do
Yeah,
that, let's
mic's
turn
on.
the cameras on, or like let's get the cameras on so then when you
Right.
hit, it just
Okay,
you're ready to be
getting
rolling.
the
I gotta
camera.
fix this tape. It's killing me.
So this is
The
this
perils.
I'm gonna start lose. I
Is it
lose
start?
hair normally. I don't need any outside assistance.
Okay, we're going.
Who's
Yeah,
going?
this is going.
We are
On?
going.
It's on.
Let me hide my cable. Let me hide my thing.
There we
I gotta put
go.
my thing away. Hold on.
It's really a hard thing to do.
That really
Please,
is.
please do.
I
Did you do
know.
makeup on the thing?
Makeup.
Oh my gosh, everybody, if you're all listening to this, I apologize. I don't even know, we have so many cameras going on here, I don't know which,
That one, that one, that one, that one, and that one.
Just
Yeah.
keep your stuff to yourself.
yeah, 5 cameras we have here
Look at
today.
that.
5 cameras.
You
And
can
Tommy,
see Rodney
What are we
King
doing?
beat down in vivid detail.
and Tommy, can
You
you,
gonna fluff my hair too?
handle
No,
answering
no, I'm
people?
good.
Oh, no.
Here, I gotta
That would
fluff my
be great.
pillows.
All
Yes,
right.
people are logging in and
So
then
yeah,
something's in my
they're
eyeball.
rolling.
Your
They're
finger.
rolling.
All right, quiet on set.
Okay,
Oh, you're not gonna do the clap?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay. Phones off.
phones are off.
Cameras ready. Sound rolling.
Hi, everybody. You.
Emergency exits.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. There you go.
Mark.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to that rock punk metal music show. And I got it right again. Yes, I did. No? Yeah, that one. Okay. So today we are going to be going over events and what happened in music for the year 2018. So, yeah, Dave and I kind of came up with all sorts of research and stuff that we wanted to talk about.
And we probably didn't even scratch the surface.
No. Oh my gosh. In doing all of the research, we probably would have gone out
We don't
for
have
at
that
least
kind of
3
time.
hours. No, because between rock,
I'm tired, it is past my
I know.
bedtime.
between rock and metal
Punk,
and
metal, hardcore, death metal,
yeah. So a lot was really going on. By the way, this is our first
deathcore, grindcore,
metalcore.
metalcore,
Everything else that's
hardcore,
going on, yeah.
softcore.
I-
Oh wait, sorry.
No,
Wrong industry.
He is tired. He's going off into another realm here.
Okay.
But this is also our first time that we're
Aye.
doing, not only are we doing Facebook Live, but we're also doing YouTube Live. So we're working with that and figuring
Welcome YouTube.
all this, yes. So hello, okay, so that one's YouTube and that one is Facebook Live. So number one, we appreciate everything that you guys have been sending in and
Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends.
yeah.
And
there's
she
no
told two
doubt.
friends, and she told two
And
friends,
she
and
told
so
two
on,
friends.
and so on, and so on. $4, $4, $4.
I can't even, I don't even know what to
All
say
right.
when he goes off on this
Um,
one.
We're going to start off with 3 major announcements for farewell tours. Slayer,
Yes.
Ozzy's, No More Tours 2,
Mm-hmm.
and Kiss, The End of the World. End of the world, end of the road.
I wasn't aware of Kiss.
Yeah!
No.
Well, this is like Kiss's 15th farewell tour, so who knows? It could be. But in my opinion, I mean, a lot of people are going to hate me for this, and I'm not concerned. Kiss's farewell tour was 1996. Ace Frehley and Peter Criss was the last time they toured with the band.
Well, that
as
was the
far
one
as-
I saw.
As far as I'm concerned, that's Kiss's farewell tour.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And to be honest with you, all 3 of these bands, and again, people are going to be pissed off at me, I truly hope that these are final tours.
Mm-hmm.
It's time. You know,
Yeah.
again, Kiss has done maybe not 14, but I think this is their 3rd farewell tour.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Gene Simmons is 69 years old. Ozzy Osbourne, No
Yeah.
More Tours 2.
Mhm.
The man's 70 years old. His next tour is going to be the Wheelchair Roundup.
Don't give me that visual. Don't give me that visual.
Slayer
Yeah.
in their 50s. Let it go at the top of your game. I saw Kiss years ago. They played with Aerosmith at the Garden. And I
Mhm.
tell you what, I'm a Kiss fan since I was this big.
Yeah.
I mean, and Paul Stanley did not sound good. It's time to go.
And with me, with all of this, hearing about Slayer's the one band that was always on my bucket list and I never had a chance to see and I
But-
adore.
Wouldn't you rather see Slayer and say, I saw Slayer, they were freaking
Yeah.
awesome?
Yeah.
Or 10 years from now, do you want to say, I saw Slayer, they fucking suck. They're no good anymore, you know?
Yeah, and you're right about that.
It's like, it's just, you gotta know when it's time to go. And a lot of these
Mhm.
people, they don't.
You know what, sometimes I think people wanna hang on to certain bands, they don't want to see them go, they're so good and I'm,
Which I completely
Right.
understand.
uh-huh,
I completely understand.
mm-hmm,
And how much more does Ozzy really have left?
I get
He
it,
still sounds good. Black Sabbath's farewell tour. They're done.
and the
which is
last album
great.
was really quite good.
Which is great. If they went out, they had a good tour, they sounded good, their new drummer was phenomenal,
Mm-hmm,
and they went out in a good place. Kiss doesn't sound good anymore.
right,
You know, Slayers, if they go out, if this is truly a farewell tour,
Mhm.
they're gonna go out at the top of their game. They sound great.
Yeah.
They're still one of the top metal bands in the world.
what do you all think out there, you know what I mean, what bands?
I truly hope that this is, all of them, I hope that this is really their farewell tour.
Yeah, I get it. I really do. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a whole bunch of things, that, like a lot of announcements, but the Slayer is my bucket list. That's the one
I
thing
saw-
I haven't seen yet.
A Week in the Abyss
Oh,
at the Chance.
oh my God, my heart. My heart. That would be amazing to see, or to
And
see
that's
a
my
recording
favorite,
of that.
that's my favorite Slayer album.
Mm-hmm.
Seasons of the New Abyss, my favorite.
I think that's for most people. For most
It
people,
just-
you know.
It almost takes, Seasons in the Abyss almost takes their whole career and pushes it into one album.
Mm-hmm. Well, looking at this, 37 years together for Slayer.
I mean,
I mean, that's longevity.
oh, hell yeah,
Mm-hmm.
hell yeah.
37 years, I can't even begin to understand all of this. And I'm looking at a couple of things here because it says, I have my notes here. So on
Good thing, we're
January,
getting old, we forget.
there's so much information. Speak for yourself. I'm looking at all of this information here, and again, on January 22nd of last year now, this was announced.
A year ago.
I just can't even begin to. It's just amazing that any band could last that long.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
there are more. We were talking about a whole bunch of different things here. So for any of those, if anybody remembers Nightwish, yeah, that's a band I haven't heard for a long time.
No, I don't know if I can't say for sure,
Yep.
but I don't know if I've ever heard them.
Yeah, I would consider it more on the hard rock end, on that end, and embarked on a 9-month tour titled Decades the World Tour, including songs that have not played for a long time. So that is considered to be a big event, because I was looking at all of these different things here. Machine Head, who I'm a big fan of, is on hiatus. They didn't close up. They didn't close up shop. They are on hiatus. And Rob Flynn announced that Machine Head will do one final tour with the members Phil Dremmel, who is the guitarist, and Dave McClain, who is the drummer, who had recently left the band. Flynn claimed that they were not breaking up the band, but this is his farewell tour with this particular lineup. So it is not the farewell tour of Machine Head, but of this current lineup. That's the way it is being said. So
Soundgarden finally
Soundgarden.
disbanded.
Yeah, that was even that. Like I wanted to even touch on that, but Soundgarden. That's pretty.
Rush.
There's nothing.
Rush.
Well-
How long has Rush been together with the original lineup?
Since I can remember.
No, I'm sorry, it's not the original lineup.
Is it?
No, Neil Peart, second drummer.
Are you a big Rush fan? Okay,
I got into him a little bit in the 2112 era,
right. Okay.
you know.
You know.
And, I'm not a huge fan, but I like.
Yeah, I
what
was
he
gonna
did.
say it's the same thing, but I know a lot of people that are like really obsessive
Right.
in regards to Rush. So it's like, you know, and I get it. You know, the
And
musicianship.
they
is-
decide they figured out they were done.
Yeah.
They didn't want to push the envelope. They didn't want to drag themselves down into a hole that just left them looking like shit when it was
Yeah.
over.
I think
They
a
left
lot
in a
of
good
people.
place.
Yeah, I would say so. So that's even just one of them. You're knocking these out off the top of the head. I'm looking at all of the. I can't do this on my own. But getting back to Soundgarden a little bit, because that was a big one. And the reason why I say
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a big one, because it unfortunately suicide has been kind of in the forefront, and I would say maybe in the past 2 years, especially in regards to
Yes.
rock music. So that to me was a huge thing. I think that's even on the list, because well, back to Soundgarden again. So Chris Cornell committed suicide, but so did
Chester
oh my gosh, I'm
Bennington.
trying to
Mr.
think.
Benjamin,
Yeah.
Bennington?
Benjamin, Lincoln Park.
Yeah, Linkin
Yes,
Park.
that's it.
So they were close friends.
Yes.
And so both these lead singers, incredibly talented singers, committed suicide. So it's something to really think about and bring to the forefront, because
Horrible.
it is horrible. But you know, I've said this before. Some of the best music comes from a place
From pain.
of sorrow and pain.
Absolutely.
And so this amazing music comes out, and you don't really realize what it takes for a singer or a songwriter to put that on paper and to, you know, translate that into music. And especially in Linkin Park, you can hear his pain. So with that in mind, you know, he obviously couldn't, you know, deal with it anymore.
Right.
And I hope that brings some things to the forefront in this case. So a lot of times it's drugs or sexual abuse and other things that
Just
certain
push you over the
people
edge.
that real as
Just push it to that point.
yeah, and Linkin Park actually says, you know, pushes it
Yeah.
to the edge. but it was at least the subject was there when these two suicides happened and were brought to the forefront. So it's really good that at least
And
people are talking about it.
unfortunately, there's way too much news about it.
It is, but at least people are talking about it
No,
because
I
it was
agree.
pretty much a stigma,
I agree.
and people should be talking about it. And
Oh, absolutely.
you know, young people, there's a lot of ways to contact people, even if it can't be, you know, somebody close, or maybe the abuse comes from somebody who's real close, as what happened to Chester of Lincoln Park. I think it was an uncle he was talking about. But in regards to all of that, you know, these people come, you know, they pull that emotion out, and it comes out in their music, and it's sad to see these two amazing singers,
Yes.
songwriters go.
Yes.
Another person that committed suicide from Huntress. I think I have that in there. She was
Not
the lead
familiar with
singer.
them.
And it's funny because I was really starting to get into Jana. I have it in the notes, because I don't want to do it injustice. But amazing vocalist, because I love the fact that there were
Huntress,
women.
Jill
Janice.
Janus.
Janice, and forgive me for anybody, but
42.
40, yeah, she was 42 years old
That's
and
crazy.
committed suicide. But also lead singer of the Cranberries. She didn't commit suicide, she died, but, you know, again, it was a lot that was going on
There
in
was
there.
a bunch of people we lost
Mhm,
last year.
mhm. Actually, you have a much more complete list
Yes.
here, and this is just, again, just
And
touching
this
just scratching the surface
It
with all
just
the
goes on
information.
and on and on. I mean,
Mhm.
I have down here just the ones that are familiar to me.
Mm-hmm, so
Um,
we can touch on.
Dave Holland from Judas Priest,
Mm-hmm,
original drummer, passed away.
mm-hmm.
And Glenn Tipton.
Oh, yes, I was just
Glenn
looking at
Tipton
this.
had to quit Judas Priest. He couldn't play anymore.
So, so it's Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
So, how old does it say how old he was? Because
He's
Parkinson's.
gotta be in his 60s.
Yeah, because that's a degenerative disease and takes
Yeah.
quite a while. Oh, by the way, that was brought up here. So, if anybody needs a little bit of help, and sorry to digress a little
That's
bit,
all right.
but the suicide
No, she's got
hotline,
me-
the
got
phone
me now.
number, if need be, is 1-800-273 1-800-273-TALK. So,
We could save one person.
yeah, just one. There's
Yep.
been this has been some year in regards to this. So, with this, Parkinson's disease, in case anybody doesn't know, is a degenerative disease and a neurological disease. So, it is chronic. So, I can see how he now needs to step back and
Yeah.
and take care of him and stuff.
Yep.
I give anybody credit with such issues to continue on as long as he and Judas Priest has been doing. But this has been, it's kind of sad when you hear these things here.
Absolutely.
You know
A
what
lot
I
of
mean?
young people. A lot of young people.
Yeah.
passed.
Oh my gosh, I was looking at the list again.
What list is that?
The
This list.
The list, yes, the list of
Which
people who
particular one?
passed on
Vinnie
this
Paul
year.
was young, 54.
Vinnie Paul, and that was heart, all due to heart.
He was a big man.
He was a big man, but I've seen
I mean, he
much-
wasn't giant, but he was a big
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I think this was an undiagnosed thing. I don't think he knew that this was, that he actually had these types of issues here.
Right.
So, by the way, hi everybody. I'm looking at the Facebook feed here, and it's good to see everybody. Yeah,
John.
we got lots of things going on here. So, hello everybody.
Nobody's watching YouTube. Come on, turn on YouTube. Cut the crap.
So, who's next on your list there?
Pete Shelley from the Buzzcocks,
Yes, that was
December 6th.
Yeah, that wasn't long ago.
Yeah.
That wasn't long ago.
And the beloved Roy Clark.
I think I was having a discussion with Johnny Batts not too long ago
Oh,
about
really?
it, because we were talking about the music that we love and everything, and he loves everything from, some
Roy
forms
Clark.
of country all the way into it, and then, he, obviously was later on in years, but an icon in
Absolutely.
country music by far.
Absolutely.
So
Just an icon across all genres,
No doubt,
you know.
and influenced.
One of the original members of Jefferson Airplane, original vocalist, Marty Balin.
Right.
One of the original members of Leonard Skinner, Ed
Mhm.
King. All the old timers are going. But at
Leonard
least they lived
Skinner.
out their lives.
Yeah,
You know,
Leonard
they had
Skinner.
full, complete lives.
Do you think Skinner was still? I don't know that there's. Are they still touring or doing any? Because they influenced so
sure.
many different genres as well.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody knows Leonard Skinner. Mm-hmm. So what else with the?
Oh, we got Pat Torpy, the drummer of Mr. Big, and David Lee Roth.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Big.
Mr. Big, it's a cruel world.
I.
No, wait, no.
Who remembers Mr. Big?
Wild World.
Go ahead. You're going
It's
to
a
be the one
wild
singing
world.
it because
I'm
it's
not
not going
singing
to be me.
anything else. No, I'm too tired.
Mm-mm. It's
And
not
David
gonna
Lee
be.
Roth. David Lee Roth. Everybody knows David Lee Roth. But anyway.
Yeah. All right. I know. But
Jim Rodford from the Kinks and the Zombies.
when you wrote them,
British bass player.
I was surprised about that.
Yeah.
And you know what I didn't know is that he played for both bands. That was a big one. I was really, really surprised.
On the heavier end of the spectrum,
Mhm.
Ollie Herbert
And
from All That Remains.
All That Remains, yeah.
Yeah.
That
he was
said,
young too. He
I
was
was
in his
just-
40s.
I was gonna say All That Remains is still
Yeah.
a name. Is still a name. Is a name.
Yeah.
You know, in that. All That Remains is one of my favorite bands. So that I listen to a lot now.
And there's all kinds of stuff in here. Fast Eddie Clark.
Fastway. We just did
Motorhead.
that whole thing, but I just think of that because we were talking about Fastway on our
Oh yeah,
Halloween.
Trick or Treat. Yeah, a horrible movie.
But it was awesome.
Yeah,
It was
Fast
so
Eddie
bad it
Clark
was
from
good.
Motorhead.
So for Fastway,
Yep.
yeah. It's so hard. There's so many here that we can just keep going on.
Bands I never heard of.
Well, that's okay.
Wormed.
Yeah, but
Guillermo Calero, the drummer of Wormed. He's 27 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My son is older than that.
Don't even. No, we're not even gonna touch on that one now
Good thing.
because yeah.
He's gonna be our bodyguard when we get rich and famous.
Yeah, I know that. That'll happen. You know. And just to touch on a couple of things before we go into that, there are actually bands that have reformed, which
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a surprise to me on this one. But a band called Black River, which I'm not familiar with. Then we have Bleed the Sky, who reformed. Surprise, surprise, was Static X. So I can't quite understand because without Wayne Static, who's the
Who's
voice?
Static?
You know,
Who's
what I mean?
Static and Static X?
That was him, and I don't understand. Maybe they have a new singer that can step forward,
Yeah, they should
or-
have changed the name then, in my opinion.
or Sublime, because Sublime performs with Rome, and then they play together. But so that was Static X, Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, yeah, Motley Crue. That was weird. Motley Crue signed contracts to never tour again.
And now
They will never hit the road again.
Mm-hmm.
Recording new music.
Now that is kind of going back to what Rex, when Rex was here,
Yes.
talking about the whole big performance. Think so.
Motley Crue is one of the bigger ones, one of the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
they
again,
went-
that's a band I never got to see, but I've seen a
I
lot
saw him at the
of.
fairgrounds.
Really?
Yeah.
There used to be a place
saw him at the
in Orange County that used to do a lot of bands.
I want to say Queensryche.
With Queensryche.
I want to say, or no, wait a minute.
That's awesome. That must have
It
been a
might
great
have
show.
been. Yeah, it had to be Queensryche. It was on their Promised Land tour.
Mm-hmm. That's really wonderful. I mean, that would have been a show.
I
I'm
saw-
not even
I
sure that I
saw-
was up here yet.
I saw, I think, Foreigner,
Mm-hmm.
Motley Crue,
This is-
Queensryche.
That was all one show?
No, I saw Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth at the fairgrounds.
Now that's
And Danzig.
and Danzig.
I think all four of them were on that tour.
Ah, that's pretty amazing.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Sloshing around in the mud at the fairgrounds at the dirt track.
Now, if only that we'd still have these bands out today. So we talked
We got the
about.
bands, we don't have the venues.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
PDH used to say, it's summer when they're rocking in Middletown.
That's true. You know,
Kiss played the fairgrounds.
that had to be before I moved up into this area.
I can't remember if it was Crappy in the Shade or Animalize. I don't know. One of
It
the
had
two.
to be, because like I said, I came up in '92,
Yeah.
so I don't remember.
And it was horrible. I was standing there at the show and they opened
And
up.
this coming from a big Kiss fan.
Well, no, it wasn't. The show was good.
Okay.
I wasn't real fond of that whole time period in their career when they took their makeup off and they went kind of poppy.
Oh, I remember that, yes.
I wasn't real fond of it.
Mm-hmm,
But they opened up with I Stole Your Love,
mm-hmm,
which is an iconic Kiss song.
mm-hmm.
And I'm standing in the crowd and they open up with I Stole Your Love and the kid next to me says, what the hell song is this?
Really? You're gonna get
I
that an
smacked
awful
the
lot.
crap out of him.
You're gonna get that an awful lot.
No, I know.
You
I
know, now, we're talking a lot about what events and people who have passed over the year, but we can also talk a little bit about what has already come about this year that is new. So, Zeal and Ardor for me is my newest
Yeah.
favorite album that I'm just so ecstatic about that, and Alien
She
Weaponry.
can't talk.
I know,
Oh,
but
Alien, I
Alien
don't
Weaponry.
like them.
I do. I love the
What is
whole
that? What's
chanting.
that song?
It's Maori. They're
No.
chanted. They're from New
Tag.
Zealand.
Something or other. They got a song out.
I love it.
Oh man.
I love it. I love that whole chanting thing. And Zeal and Ardor, again, is something that I really wanted to, I don't want to say I want to. It's just I'm just in love with that album. It's so different.
I
It's
can't get into the Alien Weapon.
I do. I really like
I always
it.
think of Mark Wahlberg in the Transformers.
All right, we'll discuss
Give me my
that one
alien
later.
gun. Give me my
You know
alien
what I
gun.
mean? But those are some of the new ones, and I really liked. I was really getting into Huntress, so it's a shame. I don't
I
know
started
where
to like
that's going to be
Beartooth.
going there. Beartooth. Okay. Just thank goodness for liquid metal on Sirius,
Oh yeah.
because I get to hear so much new stuff there, and then I also listen to Pandora. So if you're a subscriber on Pandora, you get to download the albums.
I still
and
go
everything,
back
so
to
it's
Her
really
Nation.
good there, you know. Yeah, there's no doubt about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. And Boneyard.
You know, I also, to me, an event for us, for everybody in this community, is that the person and persons that work on our audio was nominated for a Grammy this year.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Yes, so Alan Sanchez from West Side Music has been nominated for a Grammy for High on Fire's
Check him out.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Killer
wonderful.
hardcore.
It
Killer.
really is amazing. So,
Good. Definitely worth a listen to, and definitely worth the nomination.
and actually bands, if you're out there or whoever's out there looking, Alan or his the studio and the people that support him really do amazing work. They do engineering,
Nominated
mastering.
for a Grammy. He's got to
Yeah.
do a good job.
Yeah, so, we'll, in the credits, we will have an email that you can reach out, or a phone number. Or if you want, like I said, West Side Music, he's right
here in Orange County, New York.
Yeah, so.
Right in my own backyard.
Fantastic.
Almost
you know.
literally.
Yeah, basically, very, very close. So really, I wanted to give a big shout out to Alan and such. So I'm really, really excited about that. The next thing that we wanted to talk about, which we're excited about, is Brick by Brick is going to be coming here. Yeah, I've been a long time fan of Brick by Brick. It's hardcore, metalcore music, and they will be here on January 30th, so we'll be doing our live stream as well as recording ourselves both on Facebook and on YouTube, so I'm really excited about that one.
That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, it really is.
It's gonna be
I'm
big.
excited. The other shout out that I wanted to give is to Holly from Outsider Magazine.
Outsider Magazine.
Yeah.
Not familiar.
Yeah. She is this little thing of a person and puts out a fanzine or a magazine that is all about punk and hardcore. And she
Very cool.
really, yeah, we've been friends for a long time, right, baby? And so with that in mind, she puts her heart and soul into this magazine, this fanzine thing, and she goes around and does everything herself and does interviews, and she's interviewed some big names
Mhm.
as well. And I really, again, it was a whole DIY thing like we're doing here, and it's something that you should all look for. So Outsider Magazine. Yeah, so I'll be putting that, that link up as well. So, a little bit about what we are trying to do here. We have an awful lot of plans and an awful lot of ideas that we want to put out there, and we need input from you in order to do that. So we have a couple of interviews that we're working on that look really good, but I don't want to announce them yet until we have everything kind of set in stone with that. But, you know, keep.
Yeah, we don't wanna end up with egg on our face.
Yeah, definitely don't. Well, when you're in the entertainment industry, people have other
Been there, done
things
that.
going on there itself. But pay attention to what's going on, and we have a lot going on with social media, and we need that input. Now, a lot of people, I have a couple of submissions from bands that will be working
Really
with.
cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm really
Really
excited
cool
about
stuff.
that. But if you would, you can contact us on both YouTube, that Rock, Punk, and Metal Music Show at YouTube, Facebook. So we have be putting up all of the links. If you would like to be a sponsor, we're looking for those. So at the end of the video, we can put your slide up and all your information. So you can contact us. You can contact us at trpmms@gmail.com. And if you have a band that you'd like to suggest or submissions and stuff, both Dave and I, you know, monitor the emails. We can get a hold of you. And
One of the biggest reasons for putting this whole thing together is to get up and coming no names promotion.
Yeah.
Get them out there, get them seen, seen by, possibly by someone that could make a difference.
Absolutely.
You know, I've been in and out of local bands for 30 years, and I know what it's like to bust your ass and push yourself and kill yourself and not go anywhere.
Right.
So if we can help you out, that'd be great.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
great.
got it. So the other thing I wanted to just say, look for us on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube, and IGTV. So we're all over, and we hope to hear an awful lot more about what it is that you want. And like I said, send us those submissions.
And
Send us
before-
what you want.
We're running out of time here, but before we go, everybody knows what's happening this year.
Yeah, okay.
What's
you can
happening
make, you
this
can
year?
make with
50 years.
yes.
50 years. Woodstock.
Woodstock.
50 years. The most infamous collaboration of people, madness, mayhem, and music that ever graced this great planet of ours.
Yeah.
50 years.
Now, I've known a lot
Coming
of people
back
went to
together.
the original one, but I was too young
Yeah, me
to
too.
be able to make it for that. Were you even born?
Yeah, I was.
Yes. you
I'm
were.
52.
All right, okay.
Wait, no. No.
Okay, I'm being goofy. But yeah, I mean, it would be kind of nice if we could somehow
That
make
would
our
be
way
cool.
out there, maybe do
That would
a
be
stream
cool.
out there. We can't guarantee anything, but we're trying to find out. Another phone number that we'd also like to throw out there is the Parkinson Foundation. We were talking about Parkinson's disease. Is 1-800-473-4636. And then again, with the National Suicide Foundation,
Hotline.
yeah, is 800-273-8253. No, 8255.
8255.
There goes my eyes there.
That happens.
Yeah, it's been a long day, so my
Yeah,
eyes
I'm
went
with you.
there. So, thank you to everybody. Thank you for all that you've been doing. We
All your
still have-
support.
Yeah, we have a minute
It's
to go,
awesome.
so we're,
It's awesome.
yeah, it's our
And
first
we're
time.
we're getting submissions. When I tell you we're getting submissions from all over the world, we
We
got
are.
band submissions from Germany.
Yeah.
Wolfhound? Hound Wolf.
Yeah,
Hound Wolf.
Hound Wolf.
Sorry, my apology, guys. Hound Wolf. Awesome
a-
metal band from
a-
Germany.
a few from England. They're
Italy.
just and Italy. Yeah,
And
there's a
we
whole
just
bunch.
got one the other day from Kansas.
Yes. So it's a bunch of things, and we'll be
That's great.
highlighting everybody
It's great.
on this. So again, thank you, everybody. We need your input, but we will see you.
We need your support.
Again on
We'll
the
keep- If you want to
30th,
keep seeing us, we want us to keep coming back for more.
brick by brick.
That's right.
on the
January
30th.
30th, brick by brick.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
You got it. Thank you, everybody.
Okay,
Good night.
we're out.
That's also so. Facebook, YouTube people, we're still here.
Not
But-
for long, no, it's way past my bedtime.
I know, gosh. So, I mean, we had so much information, we didn't even know how to keep it going with everybody. So, I'm like looking at, there was a bunch of people, so I'm just gonna see who made it onto
Any
Facebook
questions?
here.
Any comments?
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna bring this over and see who is on here and bring it out. So, okay, so we have April,
May?
Michelle, hey April, Dave Snowdeal is there. I'm looking at the bunch of people, Deborah, Louie, Kim. Hey Kim, it's good to see you.
Saw them. Kim, who'd you see?
Rob
You
Murphy,
just saw that,
Fred
that's it.
German. Hey, look at this, I did not expect so many people to be on here today, but it's really nice to see
But
everybody.
we're awesome. Why wouldn't you?
Well, I know. Do you know, for those that are watching live, that our last show with Scott Helens got over 1,200 views?
1,200 of you.
Yeah, that is really,
1,200 of
really
you
exciting
folks.
about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm really happy about that. So hi to everybody. I didn't get
She
a.
thinks I'm cute.
Oh, for goodness sake, she thinks I'm cute.
Wait, I'm offended by that.
Hey Nancy, you are quite lovely. Thank you. You were quite lovely. When because most.
What is this hi Tommy shit?
Well, because they know Tommy is monitoring my
Oh, come on.
there, you know. So I'm
Like
like
Tommy to
looking
get
at
no
this.
props.
John,
Can't get no
wow.
love.
What?
That is
Tommy
awesome.
get- let Tommy get
Hey,
some
did,
love.
How many people?
on,
How many people? How many people?
oh, I can't really
You
tell
can't see
until
yet?
we're done.
Oh,
Anybody
okay.
on Facebook? Did any of you try to log in on YouTube? Because I can't tell. So if you did, let me know about that. Because in the weeks to come, we're going to be doing more on YouTube than we will on Facebook.
Yes.
And if you would, subscribe on that. So this way, when we go live, you get,
Tell your friends.
yeah, well, they'll get an email about it.
Who will?
And anybody who's on YouTube will get an email about it or a notice so that they know we're going live like they
Okay.
did on Facebook.
Oh,
So-
I got you.
If you would,
Sweet.
keep that in mind, so
I'm
look
like,
for
I
us
don't know.
on YouTube.
Technically declined people.
Well,
It's a good thing you're here.
yeah,
That's why I
you
keep
know.
her around.
And like I'm the expert. I go to Sean, who's our expert here, social media and
That's okay.
everything. So
Sean's the man.
yeah, he definitely. I've learned a lot from him. So, let me know if you guys made it onto YouTube. Of course, I'm gonna check that out over here. And again, we're gonna end this now, but thank you to everybody
I
there.
cannot express how appreciative we are of everybody that logs in and checks us out and views us even after we're off. I can't even, words can't even express it.
I agree.
It's just awesome. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we'll be putting
Thank
the last episode up. I'll be working on that, and
It'll be up
then we
soon.
have the official. Yeah. Alrighty. So, bye everybody. It's good to see
Take care now.
everyone.
Bye bye then.
And okay, we gotta get the YouTube